Let us see how you can create a bot wherein your end user will send you possibly a complaint number, and we have this data in Google Sheet, and then we'll fetch the record of the complaint status from Google Sheet and then reply to the user. So to do this, we'll go to the bot builder and create a new bot. It's always best to name your bot now itself. Now click on the plus sign, select the keyword, trigger or any other trigger that suits your use case. Select the appropriate channel, define the condition. In the next step, I'll ask user for the complaint number. Now, whatever the user will type here as the complaint number, in the next step, I'll fetch records from Google Sheet and then send it to the user. So to do that, I'll click on Add Automation app and search for Sheet here. Here we have an action known as lookup spreadsheet rows. You need to click on create new authentication and create an authentication for your Google Sheet. I have already created one, so I'm selecting it from drop down. Now click on the refresh icon. Depending upon the number of Google Sheets that you have, this might take few seconds to load, and then you'll see a list of all of your Google Sheets. Click on the appropriate sheet or select the appropriate sheet. Now click on the refresh icon. Now it will fetch all of your sheets inside a particular Google Sheet or inside a particular spreadsheet. Select the appropriate one. Now you need to define all the columns in which you want to search the user input. It can be multiple as well as individual. So I'm entering an individual column right now, that is the column C. And you need to select the condition. Now if your search value or if your cell content is only numbers, you need to select the option of equal to in bracket number, because Google Sheet basically responds us the data in a numeric format, and if it can be string, that is it can include also text, then you can use this equal to case insensitive, or if you select the normal equal to, it will also match the uppercase lowercase as well. So because my complaint number is a numeric field, I am going to select equal to number. Now whatever the user is going to type here will get that data in the last text input, because user is basically typing the text and not selecting a button. So to search the data, I'll select the option of last text input. If I would have had buttons in my previous step, I would have selected last button title. So the complaint number which is being typed by the user in just the previous step is also stored in the variable as last text input. If you enter multiple columns, you want to search the values in all the columns, and if all the data would be if the search term exists in all the three ones, then you can select the operand as and, or if in any of the one, you can select as all. I'm simply selecting as all. Now if you see this particular complaint number 11 exists 4 times in this sheet. Now you need to select how many matching rows should the search result respond to. In this particular use case, I only want one row, but you might want multiple rows, so you can write 10, 100, 50, whichever suits you the best. And because this 11 number also exists here, I mean it is here as well as if you see from bottom here as well. So if you want that the first row should respond, I mean should come, so you can select that the sort value is from top. So the searching would go like this from top to bottom, and as soon as it will find the first row, it will stop here. And if you select from bottom to top or the sort value as bottom, then it would start from below, and as soon as the the app, the action responds, receives the first matching value, it will stop here because we have added the number of rows in results should be 1. So for now I have selected the top to bottom method. Now to make our automation further, to get some sample data, because the bot doesn't have an actual value in last text input, so it will respond with 0 matching results. So just for the testing purpose, I'm writing an actual complaint number, say 11, and then click on run and save. So we'll get the sample data from Google Sheet action, and then we can create our further flow. So once you click on run and save, and if you click on show run history, you can see in the output that I have received this very first entry with the complaint status as solved. Because now I have the test data, I'll change the search value again to last text input, and this time I'll not click on run and save, I'll click on save because I have the sample data with me. Now going to the next step, bot has memory of only one step. So all the data that we have received here in this outbound action, we need to store it in bot fields or custom fields. So it's always best whenever you start to make your bot, create 2 or 3 dummy bot fields. It can be field 1, field 2 or something. Now I'm going to save all this data into the bot fields. I've already created 2 bot fields, search 1 and search 2. And then I'll save the values that I want. So for example, I want the complaint status to be saved, so I'm saving it in the search 1 field, as well as I want the number of matching rows to be saved. So for example, here the matching row is 1, so it has responded as 1. If there was no complaint number, say if the user right now entered as maybe 15 and there is no data here in 15, so the number of rows that would come here in the matching thing, in the rows variable, would be 0. So I can create a filter in next step that if rows is 0, we can respond to the customer that we do not have any matching result, or kindly type a correct complaint number. And if it is if rows is greater than 1, greater than 0, then we can have some data to be responded to the customer. So I have saved 2 datas in 2 different bot fields. First is the number of matching rows, second is the value of the complaint status, and click on save action. Now in the next step, I'll add a router. Why a router? I'll set up a filter if not found. So this is a label. So here I'm going to define, so the bot field is search 2. If the bot field is 0, then kindly enter correct complaint number. And then in the next step, I'll ask the user complaint number again. So I'll add a go to node to block number 2. So go to step 2. So the bot will again start here because the complaint number was incorrect. So or else I can write something here, complaint number not found, and then it will ask again. Now in the second filter, I am adding a filter found. So if that is, I have saved the number of rows in search 2 field. So if if the bot field search 2 for numbers, I had to select this one. I'll correct the previous one, not equals to 0. So it will be anything except 0. Sorry, I think I did a mistake. I'll add this again here. So this filter is for text. We need to scroll down for numbers. for numbers equals to 0. Yeah. So if not found, the rows variable would be 0. It would simply say complaint number not found and kindly send a fresh complaint number. And if found, I'm going to reply to the user. Yeah. Sorry. Your complaint status is, as I've saved the data of complaint status in the variable bot variable search one, so your complaint status is search one. Now you can make it more better. How you can do that? Here you could have also added another bot field named as complaint number, or anything that might suit you, not the same one but anything except the previous two. And you could have also saved last text input. Now why this is useful? This is useful if you want to send the complaint number here, then you could have mapped the bot field. So your complaint number XYZ is not found, or your complaint status for complaint number XYZ is the bot field search one. So you could have made it more better in this way. So this is how you can create a bot wherein the user sends the complaint number and we fetch the data from Google Sheet and respond to the user via the bot. Thank you.